In the spring of 2000, on the impoverished Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota, a small group of Native Americans planted seeds. These seeds they hoped would bless the harsh land with an environmentally sustainable cash crop. The seeds they planted were cannabis hemp. The plants that sprang from the arid Black Hills soil were intended for a much-needed industry on the reservation. The long, strong fibers of the hemp plant were to be mixed with concrete to form a durable, lightweight building block. New homes, as well as sales of the hempcrete blocks off the reservation, were already planned. But the U.S. government had other ideas for the Pine Ridge hemp crop. Just before harvest, in August 2000, 25 armed agents from the DEA, FBI, the U.S. Marshal Service, as well as a federal drug task force, cut down the mature plants, hauling them away to be destroyed. It was under the eyes of the early American hemp farmers that the Kentucky Hemp Growers Association gifted the tribe with bales of Canadian hemp. From this, the tribe was able to finish their first house using 60% composite hemp materials. The next spring, the hopeful band of Oglala planted hemp seeds again, declaring the sovereignty of the people and the land. Ironically, the same U.S. government that just over 60 years ago had contracted the tribe to produce hemp for the war effort came in yet again at harvest time and destroyed the crop. The Pine Ridge Reservation is the most economically deprived area in the United States. Many Native Americans see this as just one more attempt at the suppression of the indigenous peoples of this land. Native American activist and musician John Trudell speaks about how hemp could help the economically impoverished Pine Ridge Reservation as well as the planet.
Because Pine Ridge needs so many things, but the core of it is Pine Ridge really needs to have an economic base. And I think that the project that Alex and them are working on for this industrial hemp, I think it's a natural. I mean, it won't solve all of the economic problems of Pine Ridge, but I think it's a natural way of contributing to solving the economic situation there. It would give them a good it would give them a good continual economic base. It's not, I mean, it's not harmful to the land. There's a need for it. I mean, because out of the hemp, you can make so much product. I mean, whether, you know, I mean, everybody, I mean, well, you know, whether it's clothes or fuel or food, you know, so there's a definite need for this. See, I think the government's biggest objection to it is that it's a means of creating independent economic bases. See, and I think that this is what the real issue is with the government. And they don't want these economies to get established because they will thrive, and they just don't want, you know, because at first, you know, on one hand they're saying it's about, I mean, I've heard that, well, the government can't tax it, but they could tax it, and they can make a lot of money taxing it, right? So there's got to be something there, and I just think, you know, they're trying so hard to make everyone become economically dependent upon the system that if people could grow medical marijuana or industrial hemp, it would have saved a lot of small farmers in the 80s. You know, it surely would have if they could have converted over to industrial hemp or even medical marijuana. But if the farmers in the 80s, when the bank foreclosures were all going down and many, many small family farms were taken out during that time, something as simple as being able to go to an industrial hemp crop, all right, would have saved many of them. So it's got something to do with not wanting to have an economic base, because I think, see, and also part of it is because if it really starts to spread and starts to take hold, then the petrochemical corporate reality feels threatened by this. I mean, in actuality, the government's not threatened by it. It's the petrochemical industrial complex that is threatened by it. Because, I mean, you know, if you grow enough of it, then all of a sudden we're not as dependent upon them. And then the government just carries out the orders of whoever lobbies and pays, you know, I mean, we all understand that system.
Crazy horse, we hear what you say. One earth, one mother. One does not sell the earth the people walk upon. We are the land. How do we sell our mother? How do we sell the stars? How do we sell the air? Crazy horse, we hear what you say. Too many people standing their ground, standing the wrong ground. Predator's face, he possessed a race. Possession, a war that doesn't end. Children of God feed on children of earth. Days people don't care for people. These days are the hardest. Material fields, material harvest. Decoration on chain that binds. Mirrors gold. The people lose their minds. Crazy horse, we hear what you say. One earth, one mother. One does not sell the earth the people walk upon. We are the land. Today is now and then. Dream smokes touch the clouds. On a day when death didn't die, real world time tricks, shadows lie. Red, white, perception, deception. Predator tries civilizing us, but the tribes will not go without return. Genetic light from the other side. A song from the heart, our hearts to give. The wild days, the glory days live. Crazy horse, we hear what you say. One earth, one mother. One does not sell the earth the people walk upon. We are the land. How do we sell our mother? How do we sell the stars? How do we sell the air? Crazy horse, we hear what you say. Crazy horse, we hear what you say. We are the seventh generation. We are the seventh generation.